Taliesin West. I don't know how long I lived in Arizona, and I never visited this place. So finally, decided to go down there. Well worth the $39 it cost to go in. Now they have different tours, and the one I took was the walking tour. And what it is give them $39. You go to the bookstore, and you download an app, and they tell you it takes about 60 minutes to do the whole tour. And it has little signs where you stop and you look around and take pictures. But it's pretty neat. Now, it's located in the foothills of the McDonald Mountains, and it's one of the most influential architects of all time. Now, this guy, his career spanned over 70 years. Did the Guggenheim Museum, did a bunch of other ones in Arizona. You know, the Gambit Theater in Tempe, he designed it. Now, it's kind of interesting history on him. Um, he had to migrate to Arizona on advice of his doctors. He originally was from Wisconsin's, and if you've ever been to Wisconsin in the wintertime, it's not really fun. So in 1937, he purchased his plot of land, and he paid $3.50 an acre on a southern slope of the McDowell Mountain overlooking Paradise Valley outside Scottsdale. Pretty good deal, huh? I think this is like the third stop, and it's his office. And when you first walk in, it's a really narrow. The ceiling is really low to you, and then when you walk in, it opens up, and the top you'll see. I believe that's canvas. I believe that's what it was, and lets the light in. It's really neat. Notice that typewriter there, old style. And then if you look at that paint on the wall, see that spiral? If you go to Bell Road and Bell and Scottsdale, you'll see that spiral there too. So he designed it. Pretty neat. Now here's what you see when you walk out of that office. Kind of like just the beams and the rock settings. He has what he wants to do is get as close to nature as he can. Now, investment of over $10,000 was needed to dig a well deep enough to provide sufficient water for the campus. You know, his students and initial winners, right? His students lived in tents while they built the first structures. And they try to use as much local material as possible: rock, stones, sand. And the design of the building complemented the natural Sonora Desert. And the flat surface of the rocks were placed outward, facing large boulders. Fill the interior space of concrete could be conserved. That's pretty neat how we did that. Now the good thing about the tour is, like, you can take it at your own pace. And I kind of took my time and not really went with the time span of my app on the phone, because each one was probably about maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes long. I just soaked up the experience, which is really neat. So that's why the walking tour, the self tour is probably the best one to go to. I might I'll take another tour later on, see the difference, and see that bus right there. That's That's uh, that's him right there. Pretty neat. And then we step in the next room. One thing is the ceilings are so low, really. You have a lot of influence from the Orient. Now, here's the next uh, stop the tour, and he has a lot of influence with the just the natural surroundings and also water and how he puts it all together. It's really peaceful. At least I could just sit down and just enjoy myself and just compliment life and stuff like that. Well, anyway, let's go to the next one. This is kind of one of my favorite parts of the tour where they had actually pictures of all the students and him. Looks like they're talking about thing, price of design. What he looks probably like in his probably 80s in that picture. Can't really tell what is it like. It seems like it's a nice day. But anyway, that's one of my favorite parts of the tour. Here's the next picture, and it shows them putting up a beam and making the whatever concrete to put together some of the items. God, there's nothing in that desert. Yeah, that's another one of my favorite pictures. For someone growing up in Arizona, that's God, that's the way I kind of wish Arizona was now. Now it's just a huge city. Here's a view from the structure looking south. Man, look at the smog. Phoenix has grown so much over the years. Still a nice view. When I was in high school, it was just it was just nothing there. Yeah, how much has grown. And this is the last piece of the tour. You can sit down and relax. And all the way up front is piano. So I guess they had little movies here, sang a few songs. So it was a pretty neat tour actually. So if you got something fun that you want to do this. We're gonna go again. Take their longer walking tour and see the where the students lived at. I think it's like a 90-minute tour. But anyway, see you next time.